In this chat, I'm breaking down what to do when your home's water heater isn't up to code, especially when you find out there's no thermal expansion tank installed, even though your builder claims otherwise. So here's the deal. A thermal expansion tank is super important in a closed-loop water system because it absorbs the extra pressure caused when water heats up and expands. If you don't have one, or if it's not installed properly, that pressure can cause your water heater tank to crack or leak over time. Your plumber telling you that the cracked tank is due to pressure makes sense, especially if the expansion tank was missing or not working right. Sometimes builders will say there's a tank installed in a weird spot like near the backflow valve, but honestly, it's usually somewhere visible near the cold water line going into the heater. If your plumber had to add a big propane-looking tank above the heater, that probably means there wasn't one before, or it wasn't functional. You definitely want to check where the water line enters your house, because that's a common spot for the expansion tank, but it's not 100% always right next to the water heater itself. And yeah, sometimes plumbers miss stuff if they haven't seen all the areas or if you didn't show them around fully, so always ask them to double check. Also, seeing 60 psi on your hose is kinda high since typical household pressure should be around 40 to 60 psi max, and too much pressure stresses your entire system. The invoice from your plumber is solid proof that an expansion tank is needed by code, especially with a pressure-reducing valve at the main service entry. The thing is, your tank wouldn't just crack from lack of an expansion tank alone. More often, the pressure relief valve would drip a bit as it releases excess pressure. But without an expansion tank, your system's under more stress, which can speed up damage. Ideally, the expansion tank should be installed right between the cold shutoff valve and the water heater itself for proper protection. One of the biggest mistakes people make with water heaters and expansion tanks is assuming the builder installed everything correctly without verifying it themselves. Another common issue is neglecting to have a licensed plumber inspect and confirm that the system meets local building codes, especially for closed-loop setups. And lastly, many homeowners don't keep an eye on their water pressure levels. Too high pressure can seriously mess up your pipes and appliances over time. The fix? Always get a second opinion from a trusted plumber if you're unsure about installations or repairs. Use pressure gauges to monitor PSI regularly and ask your plumber to show you exactly where the expansion tank is or isn't installed. Don't just take the builder's word for it because they might cut corners or miscommunicate. And if you find something off, document everything like photos and invoices so you have proof when talking to contractors or even for warranty or legal claims. BigHomeProjects.com is a great place if you're trying to connect with reliable local contractors who actually know their stuff and won't mess around with your home's plumbing. Plus, it helps contractors find legit jobs in their area without wasting time on sketchy leads or unreliable clients. It's like having a trusted middleman who keeps both sides happy and on track.